Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's very easy puzzle, and it's called Kropki Cross by Lunar Smith. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box. Diagonals. Digits must not repeat on the main diagonal, so you cannot have repeats on this diagonal or that diagonal. Whoa. How did I do that? That was funky. Oh, it just does all the diagonal. Okay, so once you double click, if you click, okay, that's interesting. If you double click on a diagonal cell, it will automatically highlight all the diagonal cells. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. That's a functionality. Thanks, Sven. On Sudoku Pad, which I didn't know about. Okay, digits must not repeat on the main diagonals. So you cannot have repeats on these diagonals. Now they're separate from each other, obviously, because they're crossing, but they have one digit in common. But you cannot have repeats on these diagonals along with normal Sudoku rules. Killer cages. Digits cannot repeat in cages and sum to the number in the top leftmost cell of the cage. So for example, these 3 cells would add up to 24, these 3 cells would add up to 15, these 2 cells would add up to 14, etc., etc. These 3 cells add up to 11, etc., etc. XV pairs. Cells separated, an example of this, so if this was a 5, this would have to be a 9, because that has to add up to 14. XV pairs. Cells separated by a V sum to 5. Cells separated by an X sum to 10. Not all V's or X's are necessarily given. I think, I don't know if you, it's hard to say. I always feel a little weird with the non-negative constraint rule, where you basically say not all X's or V's are necessarily given. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious by the wording, but maybe not. Basically, though, for V's and X's, say they have to add up to, if it's a V in between to the cells, you have to add up to 5. So if this was a 2, this would have to be a 3. And if it's an X in between cells, they have to add up to 10. So if this was a 1, this would have to be a 9 to correspond. And those are X's and V's. Center Kropki. 2 cells diagonally separated by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio. So this is diagonally separated. Interesting. That is, for example, row 2, column 3. So row 2, column 3. So this one is in a 1:2 ratio with row 3, column 2, which it is. And row 2, column 2 is in a 1:2 ratio with row 3, column 3. Right. So then these two, so these are slightly different from normal Kropki in that there's a center Kropki, and the diagonals are in the 1:2 ratio. And both diagonals are in a 1:2 ratio specifically. So this has to be in a 1:2 ratio with this. So the row 2, column 2 and row 3, column 3 are in a 1:2 ratio. And then row 3, column 2 and row 2, column 3, row 2, column 3 and row 3, column 2 are in a 1:2 ratio also. And that's for all center Kropki dots. Okay, very interesting. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so 24, 3 digits adding up to 24 must be 7, 8, 9. This is 5, 6 with 8 or 9. But these both have to be in a 2:1 ratio. So this is 6, 8, which means this is 2:1 with 3 and 4. 6 is double 3, and 8 is double 4. Therefore, 3 and 4 cannot be here. This is 33, so the rest of these cells add up to 12. So it's either 1, 2, 3, and 6, or 1, 2, 4, and 5. 5 can never be in a 1:2 ratio with anything, so this must be 1, 2, 3, and 6. So 3 cannot be here, which means 3 must be here. Since 3 is here, it's a 1:2 ratio with 6, So therefore, the 6 must be here. So this can't be 6. And this adds up to 5, so this is 2 and 3, and this must be 1 and 6. This adds up to 5, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8, but there's no 8, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 around this Kropki, center Kropki dot. So where is the 5? The 5 has to be here, because there's no other place for 5 in box 1. So 6 has to be around the Kropki dot, which means 3 also has to be in the corresponding Kropki dot. So this cannot be 3, and therefore this can't be 2. This cannot contain a 5, so it could be 1, 2, 8. Well, it can't be 8. It could be 1, 3, 7. That's possible. But these two add up to 5, so this can't be 7. It can't be 6, so no 1, 4, 6. And those are all the 1s, right? 1, 2, 8, 1, 3, 7, 1, 5. 1, 2, 8, 1, 3, 7, 1, 4, 6, which is not possible. And 1, 5, 5 is not possible. 2 can be with 2, 3, and 6, but that doesn't work. Therefore, this must be 1, 3, and 7. Because then 2, 4, 5 doesn't work because the 5 is here. So this is 2 or 4. This can't be 1, so this can't be 4. So we have a 1, 3 pair here. So this is 1 or 3, which means it must be with 2 or 6. Right? 3 goes with 6, 1 goes with 2. We know that the 2 has to be around this, right? Because if you have a 3 and a 6, obviously. But what about the other numbers? 1 can only go with 2, and 4 can only go with 2. So the 2 has to be here, which means this can't be 2, so this has to be 4. So that's 4 and 1, which makes this 2, so this has to be 3 and 6. And that can't be 6 anymore, so this is 3, this is 6. This can't be 1 because of the diagonal, so this is 6 and 3. This is 2 and 1. This can't be 4, so this is 2, which makes that a 3, which makes that a 2, which makes that 4, which makes that 3. 4 is diagonally in a 1 to 2 ratio with 8. 3 is diagonally with a 1 to 2 ratio with 6. This can't be 3 anymore. So no 7 either. This is 8 or 9 along the diagonal. This cannot be 3, 7, or 4, 6. So this is either 1, 9, or it's 2, 8. So the 2 can't be here, which means the 8 can't be here. This could be 5, 6, 7. So that's fine. Okay, so this adds up to 18. This adds up to 7, so that's 25. So this must add up to 10. So it also has to be 1, 9, or 2, 8. This can't be 2, so that can't be 8. Therefore, this is 5, 6, and 7. That can't be 7. So this is 1. This is 7. 5 can't be here, so 5 must be here by Sudoku. This can't be 8. This has to be 4 and 9. So this is 2, 3, and 8. 8 can only be with 4. So this could be 4. 3 can only be with 6, so that could be 6. And 2 can be with 1 or 4, so it's 1 or 4. This is a 1 to 2 ratio. Sorry, this is 10. So if it's 1, this would have to be 9. If it's 4, 6, this would have to be 4, 6. So this can't be 4. This can't be 6, therefore. So this is 1 or 4. So 1 or 4 has to be with 2 or 8. This can't be 1 or 6, so this has to be 4, which makes this 1 and 9. So this can't be 1, and this can't be 9. So 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 or 8. 2 or 8. We have 3 here. Therefore, 1 is with 2, and 4 is with 8. So this can't be 8, so therefore this is 9, this is 7, this is 8. Because of the diagonals, we have 5 and 7 on the diagonal, and they both could be 5, 7. That could be 5, 7. This has to be 6. This is adds up to 10. It cannot be 2, 8, or 4, 6, so it's 1, 9, and 3, 7. This can't be 3, so that can't be 7. This is 15 with a 1 and a 5. So 1 and 5 and 9 add up to 15. So that's 1, 5, and 9. So therefore, this is a 4. This is a 9. Because 1, 5, and 9 are eliminated in that column. This can't be 1. This can't be 1 because of the diagonal. So this can't be 9. This is 15 without 3 and 6. It could still be 1. It can't be 159. So I was going to say it still could be 159, but it can't be because then that would be 7 and that would be 7. So it can't be 159. Could be 1, can't be 168. So 1 is out. So 1 cannot be here. Therefore, 1 has to be in one of these two cells for the column to have a 1, right? Because we tried 159 and we tried 168, and those are the only combos with 1 that add up to 15. Therefore, 1 has to be one of these. Can't be here, so therefore it must be here. So this is 1, which means this can't be 1. This is 3 and 7. This can't be 7, so this is 5. This is 7. This can't be 5 because of the diagonal, so that's 7. So then, this can't be 4, so this must contain a 4. So it's either 4 with 2 or 9. It cannot be 3, 8, cannot be 5, 6. It cannot be 4, 7. So it has to be 4 with 2, 9. So 2, 4, 9, which means this is 8. 9 cannot be in a 1 to 2 relationship with any digit, so this can't be 9, so this is 9. 2 has to be with 1, and 4 has to be with 8, because they can't be with each other anymore. So this is 1 or 8, so this can't be 1. This has to be 8. This is 1. So this is 2 to maintain a 1-2 ratio across the diagonal, and this is 4. This can't be 1 anymore, so this has to be the 1. Let's see. This can't be 6. This can't be 7. That was just with regular Sudoku. Okay. We have, what is this? 3, 5, 6, and 7. 6 can't be here, so 6 is here. 3, 5, and 7, but that can't be 3. This can't be 3. This is 5. This can't be 7, so this is 5. So we have 3, 6, and 7. This can't be 7. This has to be 2, 4, and 5. This can't be 2 or 5, so this is 4. These can't be 4, obviously. This has to be 6 or 9. This can't be 9, so this is 6. This is 9. This can't be a 5 from the diagonal, so this is 2. This is 5. This must be on the diagonal 4 and 8. This can't be 4, so this is 8 and 4. And we have 5 and 9 left over. Right? This is 5 or 9. This is 5 or 9. This has to be 3 or 6. It can't be a 6, so this is 3. This is 6. That makes that 7, which makes that 3. We have 7 and 8 here. That can't be 8, so this is 7. This is 8. This is 3, 4, and 5. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 5. That can't be 3, so this is 4. This is 3. This is 2, 6, 7. This 3 doesn't do anything. This can't be 5, so this is 7. This can't be 7. This now must be 2 and 9, so this can't be 2, so this is 9, which makes that 2. This can't be 2, so this is 9, which makes that 2, which makes that 8 to add up to 10, so that's 1. This can't be 9, so this is 5. This is 9. This is 5. This is 9. Let's just finish up this box, so this is 4. This has to be 6. This can't be 5, so this is 6, 5, and now we're just really just doing Sudoku. We're looking 7, 8. That's 8. This is 7. This has to be 6, and this is 1. And that's the solution. Pretty straightforward. Obviously, it was considered very easy, and I agree with that assessment. And I hope you had a good time in this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.